Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Crystal Beasts, the new Crystal Beasts, the new hero support. Because this is a set that obviously everybody's looking forward to, and quite honestly, it'll be really cool to see these cards played a lot. But first, I want to research. I want to review some of the old stuff we have. So, for instance, now these are the key cards. Let's say run the playset of both these cards. Unfortunately, these are the only fusions we have for these guys, so you're going to want to max out on these babies. Your Rainbow Neos is E-Hero Neos and one Ultimate Crystal Monster. It must be fusion with the above fusion materials, and once per turn you can activate one of these effects. So first one is send one monster to the graveyard to shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into their deck. Or you can send one spell or trap to the graveyard and then shuffle all spell and traps your opponent controls. Then the third effect is send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Shuffle all cards from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. Obviously, in this day and age, the third one is irrelevant. So you're going to want to do, more likely, you're just going to end up using the first effect. Our next one is Rainbow Over Dragon, which requires 7 Crystal Beast monsters, and is also treated as an Ultimate Crystal card. So it must be special summoned, or it must be fusion or special summoned by attributing one level 10 Ultimate Crystal monster. And once per turn, you can banish one Crystal Monster Beast from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monsters until the end of this turn. Now it does have a quick effect where you can where it attributes itself to shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Next we have the Rainbow Path, which you guys already know. Opponent declares an attack, you send one Crystal Beast card from your spell or trap zone, and then target the attacking monster and negate the attack. Then you add a Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand. This is one of the newer ones. Came out in, I forget which set. We'll look right now. It's called Rainbow Refraction. Came out in Legendary Duelist Season 1 and Flames of Destruction. If a monster you control whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon activated its effect this turn, you special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your deck. So that one's pretty cool. Now we have our Ancient City. We have the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon and the Rainbow Dark Dragon and Rainbow Dragon. Now, Rainbow Dark Dragon and Rainbow Dragon are the only 2 cards you have that count as Ultimate Crystal Beast, Ultimate Crystal cards. Rainbow Dark Dragon is the one that you're going to want to always make sure that you special summon using its effect, because of the fact that once you banish 7 dark monsters with different names from your graveyard, and it also gives you the option to go ahead and banish all the dark monsters from your field and graveyard, and then it'll gain 500 attack for each card banished this way. So that's always going to be the one that you're going to want to special summon using its own effect. Rainbow Dragon is the one that you're going to want to special summon through the new support, ignoring its special summoning conditions, and some of these old support, I believe, does that as well. So you need to have 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different names on your field or graveyard, and then you cannot activate the following effects to turn it to special summon, which is kind of sad. But we'll see when they do the reprint, if they keep this the same or whatever. More likely they will. So we have. You can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard, and then it gains 1,000 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard. And you can also banish all Crystal Beast monsters from the graveyard to shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. That includes itself, unfortunately, which is another downer, because it's basically Black Rose. But the only difference is Black Rose sends itself to the graveyard, and you have cards that allow you to spam that out just by sacrificing itself. So this one is not that way, unfortunately. Rainbow Gravity, if you have 7 cards with different names on your field and or in your graveyard, special summon one Ultimate Crystal monster from your deck or graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. So again, the target for that card is going to be a Rainbow Dragon. Moving on, Now, this is another one that I wanted to review. It's called Advanced Dark. All Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the effects of the attack target during the battle phase, and during damage calculation. If a Crystal Beast monster you control battles and you would take damage, you can send one Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard so that you don't take any battle damage. This is obviously better than our... where is it? See if it pulls up. Is better than the Rainbow Ruins, only because the Rainbow Ruins gets counters every time you use the. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, they're both about the same to me, but I feel that the Advanced Dark's a little better because you're able to do the Rainbow Dark Dragon, and stop your opponent from hitting you with damage. Calculate damage difference, but at the same time, I would argue that this card is also just as important in the instance that you're gonna go the route where you're not going to spam out the Rainbow Dark Dragon through his effect. You're gonna spam him out through card effects. Then that's the route you can go. But again, you do want to make sure that you do the Rainbow Dark Dragon using the Advanced Dark. And with the new stuff, Advanced Dark is important. So we'll get to that in a minute. But the Rainbow Ruins, you just, with one counter, your field spell can't be destroyed. With 2 or more counters, your opponent's the battle damage gets it halved. With 3 or more counters, when a spell or trap is activated, you can just send a Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard to negate the activation. If you do, you destroy it. This is still, that's why I said this is a really good card. The 4 and up, once returned during your main phase, you can draw 1 card, and then for 5 counters during your main phase, you can target 1 Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone and special summon it. So basically, you get 5 counters on this baby. You get to have all these effects, which are really, really nice. I would play with the ratios. You could probably do 1 Advanced Dark, get your Dark Rainbow Dragon, your Rainbow Dark Dragon, and then once he's out on the field, pop in your Ruins. Or you could do the Ruins, pop in your Advanced Dark, or you could just go straight Advanced Dark. Totally up to you. Now getting into the 3 new spell and trap cards. Crystal Protection is a normal spell that you can use its first effect numerous times per turn, but you can only use the second effect once per turn. You get to target a Crystal Beast monster you control, destroy it, then special summon a Crystal Beast token whose attack and defense type is and level as well as attribute are the same as the destroyed monster's original attribute, type, attack level, etc. For its second effect, you can banish it from the graveyard when your Crystal Beast is placed in your spell and trap zone, and then you can then just special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your spell and trap zone trap zone. So now you have the Crystal Blessing, which is a normal trap. This one, again, all these cards are going to say second effect can only be it's only once per turn. First, you can always use these cards numerous times, but you cannot use the second effect more than once. First effect, special summon up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters cards from your spell or trap zone, and if you do, you gain life point equal to their total original attack. Life point gain really irrelevant at this point, but we'll see what the rest of the set has. For second effect, when your Crystal Beast is placed in the spell or trap, you can go ahead and banish it, and then you can add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, or you can special summon it. If it's not a Crystal Beast monster, then it goes to the graveyard. Which again works for these type of things. Basically, you get the second effect right away. You can, when a spell or trap monster effect is activated, you can destroy one of your Crystal Beast card and you control, and if you do, negate that effect, that activation if you do destroy it. So this is actually an Omni-Negate. Omni-Negate, it's not saying Crystal Beast monster, it could be any Crystal Beast card, which is really helpful. And then when the Crystal Beast is placed in the spell trap zone, you just banish this card. And you place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up into your spell or trap zone. Alright, so moving on. We have a normal spell card. And shuffle, possibly. So you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Allows you to shuffle an E-Hero or a Neospatial monster you control into the deck, and if you do, special summon one E-Hero or a Neospatial monster with a different name from your deck. This is perfect for an Elemental Hero deck. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle one E-Hero monster and one Neospatial monster, or one E-Hero Neos from your graveyard into the deck. Then draw one card. Now the second effect is perfect for when you mash up the E-Hero, your Elemental Hero Neos with the Crystal Beast. So now we got the Advanced Carbuncle, which is going to have. Now they're all going to say that the third effect. So this one's going to say third effect of this card's name once per turn. So again, you can use all this card's effects more than once, but only the third one is once per turn. If now they also have the effect where if Advanced Dark is not in your field zone, they all die automatically. So basically, they're like the Crystal Beast version of Toon monsters. Only difference is Toon monsters, if they're on the field when Toon World is not, then they just don't attack the same turn or something like that, and they're on the field when Toon World is, then they blow up when Toon World's removed. So, second effect, if this face-up card is destroyed, so that's the typical one. The third effect is the one where he says if he's treated as a continuous spell, you can special summon him. Then you can special summon as many Advanced Crystal Beast monster cards from your spell and trap zone as possible. Next, we have the Advanced Amethyst Cat, who we already discussed the first effect before. Now, this one does not say anything about the effect being once per turn. So, second one, this one allows you to go ahead and have your Advanced Crystal Beast attack directly, but the damage will be halved, so I don't really see the point of that. Advanced Turtle, once per turn, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster on the field and change its battle position. I would argue that that you could possibly do this with Scareclaw. I don't know, maybe they had Scareclaw in mind when they did that effect. Advanced Topaz Tiger. So all your Advanced Crystal Beast monsters you control gain 400 attack and defense, and then your opponent's monsters are negated 400 attack and defense. Meh. Advanced Amber Mammoth. So if Advanced Dark is not in the field, let's skip that. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets your Advanced Crystal Beast cards and or Advanced Darks. So this is protecting both your Advanced cards and your Advanced Dark. So your field spell is safe. It's a quick effect. You can negate the activation. But that is once per turn. Advanced Cobalt. Let's see. Send this card from hand or field to the graveyard to add Advanced Dark. So there's your terraforming right there. You can either return it to your hand. So that's from your deck to your hand, and then once per turn you can target one Advanced Crystal Beast card you control, either return it to the hand or place it on the top of the deck, which allows you to stack it. And then the fourth ability is the common one that is known with them. Advanced Pegasus. You can send it. When it's summoned, you can place one Advanced Crystal Beast monster that is banished. Excuse me. Banished in your hand, deck, or graveyard, face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So none of these look interesting at first glance. So we'll move on to the next section. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the next portion, 8 new cards for Neos. This is why I said. This is why I kept joining in on the fact on Neos. Not just because of the fusion cards, but because of the fact that now we have an extender to go ahead and allow us to not only special summon and swarm with our Crystal Beast, but now we can go ahead and get the Neos out and then fusion summon. So first up is E-Hero Spirit of Neos, level 7, 2500 attack, 2000 defense. He's a warrior. He can use his effects once per turn. Now it says the first, second, and third effects once per turn. So that's all his effects. First one, when your opponent declares an attack, you can actually special summon him from your hand. And if you in defense, and if you do, he can't be destroyed by battle that turn. So obviously they're just going to end their battle phase unless they have some sort of monster that goes ahead and destroys whatever monster it battles. If the second effect is if he special summon, you can add one spell or trap that lists an E-Hero monster's name in its text or one polymerization from your deck to your hand. So you have versatility here, and you can go ahead and bring out your E-Hero Neos in the instance that he's not in your hand. This allows you to set up your fusion plays and big boss monster plays. Third effect, during your main phase, you can shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, you special summon a E-Hero normal monster. So there's your first extender, allowing you to bring that E-Hero Neos out, set up your boss monster play for your Rainbow Dragon fusions. E-Hero Shining Neos Wingman is a level 8, 3100 attack, 2500 defense. This one's more if you're doing E-Heroes, because of the fact that Wingman needs elemental heroes unless you decide to throw in some elemental heroes for that, but that's a whole other ball of yarn. So you can only use its first effect once per turn, and then the rest you can use as many times as you want. If this card is special summoned, you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of different attributes on the field. Second effect, gains 300 attack for each monster in your graveyard, also cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it's a better version of Shining Wingman. If this card destroys a monster in battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So you can argue that if you have a way to make this card attack several times, or maybe hit all your opponent's monsters and clear them out, then you win, because he's doing the battle difference damage. So if they have like a whatever, they'll take the difference, and then they'll take whatever their monster's attack is, and if you can make them attack all monsters, that would be crazy. We got Crosskeeper, who's a level 2 dark. This is his first and a second effect are once per turn. First effect is you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and this will allow you to special summon your E-Hero or Neospatian from graveyard. But it does negate their effects. The second one is if you special summon an E-Hero monster or monsters while this card is in the graveyard, you can basically card trooper, and you just banish him, draw 2 cards, and if you do, you place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. So it's card trooper minus the discard effect. And you're also getting rid of those bricks. It does allow your hand to go ahead, and it allows you to get the draw power, but at the same time, get rid of any bricks that are in your hand, allowing you to play better. Engage Neospace. This is a once per turn card. You can't special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card except fusions. Now, you could send one E-Hero or a Neospatian monster from your hand, then send the other from your deck, then add 1 polymerization from your deck or hand to your or graveyard to your hand. Then if the special summon monster was an E-Hero Neos, it gains 1,000. So obviously you're going to be targeting E-Hero Neos for these cards anyways, unless you're doing E-Heroes. That's a whole different ball and chain. Instant Contact is a normal spell. You can activate it once per turn, and the first effect is that you pay 1,000 life points to special summon from your deck one level 7 or lower E-Hero or one Neospatian monster, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, if E-Hero Neos is not on your field or graveyard, the summon monster cannot attack. Its effects are negated, and it returns to the extra deck during the end phase. So again, you'd want to do something where you want to use that card where you're going to go ahead and bring out say E-Hero Neos and bring out and then go into fusion. Or you could even do E-Hero You could possibly do Spirit of Neos. I wouldn't, because of his really good effect to go at the special summon himself from the hand. So Wave, you can only use the first two effects once per turn, which it has two effects. So your E-Hero monster or monsters is sent to the graveyard if they are, or banished as fusion material. You can special summon one Neospatian monster or one E-Hero Neos from your deck. If a Neospatian monster or E-Hero is shuffled from your field or graveyard into the deck or extra deck, you can special summon one E-Hero from your deck. So this is allowing you to go ahead and again extend and recycle your resources. You got your Fusion Maelstrom, which can only be once per turn. And this allows you to target one face-up monster on the field, reveal a Neospatian, E-Hero, or level 10. So the level 10 will be like your Rainbow Dragon. From your deck, hand deck, or extra deck. Then this turn, if you were to use the target as the fusion material, you can actually treat its name as the reveal monster's name. Also, if E-Hero Neos is on your field or graveyard, then you can send the reveal monster from your deck to the graveyard. Otherwise, shuffle it from your hand to the deck. So this is, again, a really nice extender because you can go ahead and show Rainbow Dragon. There's a couple things you could do with that. You got your favorite contact, which is a normal trap, which allows you to special summon one fusion monster that lists a hero monster as material, ignoring its summoning conditions by placing monsters from your hand, field, graveyard, and or amongst your banished monsters on the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, it's a fusion card allowing you to recycle your resources. And if E-Hero Neos was placed into the deck, that special summon monster cannot return to the extra deck while you control it. So you're always going to be getting E-Hero Neos down. That's basically the idea with these cards. You want to make sure that you get him into you are able to recycle him. So you want to make sure that you're able to get at least an E-Hero Neos into graveyard, so that way you can pull something off like this card, where you can then fusion summon using those materials, and then as long as you use E-Hero Neos for those for that card's effect, then you have a really good setup so far, because now that card's not going to be sent back. This is basically like, for a perfect example, Neospatians have this tendency where they go back to the extra deck at the end of the turn. But this is my take on the Crystal Beast stuff. I think it could be good. We don't know what's in the rest of the set. I will do more videos if you guys want. Just hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you guys want me to do more reveal cards for the rest of the set, because this is a set that everybody seems to be looking forward to. Can't blame them, because we got Legends of Duelist Duels from the Deep, and it did bring the Umi deck, and it brought the Shark deck back into play. So anyways, peace guys. This was my take on the Crystal Beast. Really looking forward to it, if not to just beat my friend up with it and take his cards. Alright, peace out guys.